2, 1.
But she had to go that way. Shut the door.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah. Just sharing it a little bit on our other pages. Share it to a group.
I'm not seeing it on here.
It's on here.
There you go.
Yeah. About to kick this thing off, bro. All right. What's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Mel.
Your boy Joe.
Got Joe Barnhart. What's good, bro?
What's good this morning, my young king?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. How you doing, bro?
We had to be alive, bro.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that, man. We got a great topic for you guys. We about to get this thing started, man. But first, just want y'all to know, man, look, as a black man, I know what it feels like to be alone. I know how it feels to be told that I'm not good enough. No, I'm not here for your entertainment. I'm not a rapper, a ball player, a celebrity. I'm a human being. As a black man, I'm told to man up when I have feelings. Ignore it when I speak my pain. Hopeful that things will change, yet disappointed they often remain the same. As a black man, I am strong because I have to be. This life, I gobble up the weak, and the pain and trauma that I've suffered has humbled me to become a better me. It's time, as black men, that we stand our ground. We speak our truth. We go after what we want, regardless of the pain we've been through. We quit for no one and inspire others to be themselves, to become greater. We owe it to ourselves as black men.
Black men, rise up.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Something going hard, man. I'm so excited about this podcast, bro. Like, we got a great show for you guys. Gonna be talking about what we talking about today?
Anxiety.
Woo! Anxiety, not the anxiety, bro.
Anxiety.
Oh man. All right, yeah, we're gonna be talking about anxiety. You guys want to call into the show? 302-584-3287. Ask us some questions. You know what I mean? We share our thoughts and opinions on it. You know, we just share our opinions on here. So I'm excited. Barnhart, man, why anxiety, man? Why are we talking about that today, bro?
Anxiety is something that everybody experiences, whether you go through, whether you think you have mental health issues or not, right? So, for example, when you gotta go to the dentist and you scared of needles, you go suffer anxiety before you go. You know what I mean? Or you suffer anxiety before you go for that interview for that new job that you gotta have.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or we gotta meet that young lady for the first time on a date.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I remember those days.
You know, say your hands twiddling, you know, you sweating, you know what I mean? So anxiety comes to us in different forms. It's just off the platform of mental health issues.
Right.
Yep. So anxiety is prevalent, man.
Mm-hmm.
We all experience it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's something that's been a challenge in my life that I've been really working on, man. I've been overcoming my anxiety, positive affirmations, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's been my go-to with the anxiety, because even simple, small decisions would cause me anxiety, bro. I go to the grocery store and then I gotta, debate for 20 minutes in my head whether I want the Snickers or I want to take 5. Like, yo, this is a hard decision. Like, why why is this such a challenge for me to make up my mind on what candy bar to get, bro? So
Right.
you can get anxiety for even small stuff, bro.
Right.
Like and go ahead with the definition of anxiety, bro.
Definition of anxiety, and this is coming from blackdoctors.org online. And they describe anxiety as, give me 1 second. All right. Definition of anxiety. Generalized anxiety disorder, which is labeled as GAD for the mental health professions, is a pattern of frequent, consistent worry and anxiety over many different activities and events. It's estimated by the American Institute of Stress that 75 to 90% of all doctors' visits are caused by reaction of stress.
Hmm.
Stress poses a profound difficulty for everyone, but it's a particular problem for blacks. It says 50% of African Americans who suffer from blues or depression do not seek help.
Mm-hmm.
88% of women uh, who get a headache and stress is the number one cause. It says stress is the number one health problem facing African Americans. 35% of African American men, compared to 25% of ethnic groups, are affected by hypertension or high blood pressure, which we all know that. It says 1 out of 9 women who seek care for emergency rooms are there treated because injuries resulting from domestic violence. It says this is the evidence of unhealthy stress. So stress is the main cause for anxiety, which turns to other items as well.
Hmm.
Real quick, let me give you some examples of what stress can turn into. Once again, this has come from blackdoctors.org.
Okay.
So possible complications from anxiety disorder, which is GAD, can also lead to or worsen other mental health and physical health conditions, including depression. We talked about that last week. Substance abuse,
Hmm.
trouble sleeping, which classifies as insomnia, digestive or bowel problems, headaches, teeth grinding, and substance use disorder.
Right.
These all can stimulate from anxiety, coinciding together to cause other issues as well.
So, Barher, why do you think that anxiety is so much more prevalent in African Americans and African American men and our African American women than maybe other cultures?
So let's look at in the realm of entertainment, right? Let's go to football, right? The African American male is looked at as the elite athletes because of the majority of us are the elite stars on the teams. Whether it's the running back, the wide receiver, the linebacker, we hold more of the skill positions and we have to perform. But
Right.
yet, this is how they make their money, right? So they have to perform at a higher level than the white guy who normally is going to be the quarterback who gets all the limelight. Like, for example, Tom Brady,
Right.
right? But there's some African American quarterbacks that are just as good as him, but they don't
Right.
get that limelight. So we have to work harder in areas, whether it's sports or our job or life, to perform, which causes anxiety.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, a lot of my stress with anxiety started from actually like a kid, like constantly, like when you ask your parents, can you do something? Can you go somewhere? And you're always being told no.
right,
You get told no so much that you start to tell yourself no before
right,
you try to do something, right? So my anxiety has always been making decisions
right,
because growing up, those decisions were made basically for me, and the decision was always no,
right,
or you ain't doing that,
right,
or no, you can't, go live on a college campus, go live on campus. No, you can't go out off the block. When I was in New York, you gotta stay on the stoop. You gotta, you know what I mean? No,
right,
you can't stay over your friend's house. You can't. So when you're told no that often, you grow up and subconsciously, like, you second guess even small decisions, and that's where a lot of my anxiety came from. Like, I would find myself when I was have my own business, whether it be like trying to hire somebody or fire somebody, like it was tough to make even those decisions. It was tough to make decisions on how I was going to spend my money
right,
for marketing, I had a hard time trying to determine like how to spend my marketing dollars.
Right.
I had a
And,
hard time, trying to figure out, you know, if I'm going to take out more debt. All this stuff was causing me anxiety, but a lot of this stuff, it just stems like all the way back to your childhood, and you just grow up with beliefs that you're not good enough. So you second guess decisions. I had a real big second guess and problem, and a real big like living in the past problem when I did make a decision. So I'll make a decision and I would regret it almost immediately, especially if I didn't get the results I wanted. And it caused more anxiety because I kept like in the future, I'm like, wow, I don't want to make any more mistakes. So every single time, like I would do something, whether it be trying to change my business to what I do now, and leave State Farm, or when I left the police department, like those are really, really big, tough decisions. I had to seek a lot of counsel, talking to my mentors, talking to my wife, my friends, because it was hard to make that decision on my own. So I'm just now getting to the point where I can make decisions without regretting them, without
right.
feeling bad about them, and making them with confidence, yo. But that insanity thing is real, bro. You guys call in, leave some comments like, how's your challenge been with anxiety? You can call in at any time during the show. It's 302-584-3287. Please, somebody give us a call, man. We trying to get you guys included on this. But yeah, so Barhart, what has been your challenge with anxiety, being a black male?
So I'm gonna come from a business perspective, right? So with me starting a cleaning business, and getting into a realm where it's normally a woman driven business.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm African American. I have locks in my hair. I'm nice little size. I'm 240 pounds. Going into somebody's building to ask them, can I clean their house or their business was a stressor.
Right.
And I got tired of being rejected from things in the past. You said as an African American male being told no all the time. So me going ahead and get contracts is very hard at first, right?
Right.
But I had to reach down, and my wife even told me like I need to go to my self esteem and ensure myself that I started this business for a reason. Like I gotta get
Right.
money. So I overcame my anxiety when I went there. I sat down because I showed them how professional I am and how we can get the job done. And I ensured they would get the job done. My first contract I got, which was one of my largest ones at the time, was we cleaned Delaware University. Um, we came on
Oh,
campus and did dorms, right? So for me, like that's a major accomplishment because I went from cleaning like my first business venture I had. We cleaned a salon. I had two
okay.
people cleaning, so I went from a team of 2 to a team of 35.
Oh wow, that is
Yeah,
awesome, bro. Okay,
yeah.
round of applause. All right,
Appreciate that.
okay,
Appreciate
bro.
that. Yeah.
All right,
So,
man.
so
Awesome.
for me, I had to channel my anxiety and take it from a negative to a positive, and have it given my encouragement to go in and say, "Look, we could do the job. Never did it before. We could do the job." And we held a contract for 4 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome, man. Congratulations, bro.
Thanks, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Big man. So, like, did you have anxiety about like your appearance? Because I'm new to the locks, and people would
Right.
tell me, "Oh, it's not professional" and stuff like that. And it caused me a little anxiety. Like, I wanted to do it sooner when I was a State Farm agent, and I let people like kind of like talk me out of that. I'm like, well, you're not going to be as successful if you wear your hair a certain kind of way. Like, walk me through like when you was having that challenge. Did you ever get to the point where the anxiety was so bad because you got to put food on the table and you was getting denied contracts and stuff like that? Did you ever say, you know what, I'm gonna cut these, I'm gonna go ahead and clean shave it? Like, did you ever get to that point where you wanted to do that, and then if so, like, how did you go ahead and continue to keep the faith that things will work out?
So when I was growing my locks, I saw advice from a lot of people who older than me, and they gave confirmation that the locks are a natural part of our body.
Right.
They took it back to our ancestors where they wore locks, as a way of dealing with their hair back in the day. Remember, there was no barbershops in 1800. You know what I
Right.
mean? So a lot of African American males wore locks in their hair, and then is a way the way they put the style in their hair is the way they was able to identify what tribe they was with as well. So they gave me confidence with that, and and then one of my older guys who He's 65 years old, very successful guy in the insurance world. He said, Joe, have confidence in yourself, no matter how you look. Yeah, take it fact. If I didn't have the locks on my head, I have a belly,
Right.
right? And if you take away the belly, I got a beard that's two toned. It's black and gray. So it's always gonna be some type of obstacle or something about yourself that you can use as a deterrent factor. Like I can't do it. But once I got that reassurance in myself that I can do anything I want to, and no matter how I look, I'm gonna make it even better. So what I did, I went to the extremes. I had me a blue polo shirt on. My company colors are blue and lime green. Like you see my shirt right here. I had some lime green pants on, right? I went in so you can see me now. And now I want you to talk to me now off of my outfit. Because they're going to say,
Right.
that's a very unique outfit. Because most of you ain't going to wear no lime green pants and a royal blue polo
No, they're
you
not.
know what I'm saying, for a job. This is a job interview. So that my outfit helped take away the anxiety also, you know. So my number one thing for me was just build up my confidence. Like, like you gonna be a little stressed. Because you walk into something where you can make a lot of money. You know
Right.
what I mean? But yeah, I just had that confidence in myself to overcome my anxiety, and it was great, man. You can't stop me now.
Right. Now, do you still deal with anxiety?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you kind of like manage it and continue to push through to be productive with work, with family life, things like that?
To be honest with you, I talk to myself,
Okay.
right? So I pull myself aside, like, Joe, come on, you can do this. Don't like me and my wife were talking, and I know it's serious. She's like, Joe, we gotta communicate clearly. You know what I'm saying? Let's get through this. If it's a problem with my employees, let them know, look, and I try to be professional with everybody I talk to. Uh,
Right.
that way, because I respect you, respect me back, and let the communication flow very well. So I talk to myself, though. I motivate myself. I'm
So
in the car.
you doing the positive affirmations, bro? Is that what I'm hearing you talking about?
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Positive affirmations, bro.
Hey, hold on.
You
You
know,
like positive affirmations, don't you?
I do positive affirmations every day, bro. You
So
understand me?
didn't you say you have like a quote you want to hear real quick?
Oh, you know what? I did say that, bro. I did
Yeah,
say that. You know what? My watch did ping me for a positive affirmation. Give me a second here.
let's go. Let's put it on them. And then also,
I am aligned.
you told me something earlier that you was using some procedure that the doctor gave you to get through the day, but positive affirmations overtook that medicine, and now you healthier now.
Yeah.
And look at that smile. You like that Ronald McDonald smile.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's changing the game, bro. Listen to this, bro. Like this just I got affirmations that ping to my watch like 20 times a day, bro. This is how much like I'm on to this positive affirmation stuff to get over the anxiety and the depression, bro.
Right.
Check this out, man. I am aligned with my inner being, my purpose, and the universe.
Become one.
I am aligned with it, bro. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we actually going to do a affirmation today. You guys will be able to participate in an anti-anxiety affirmation. So we definitely gonna be bringing the real. Man. You guys gonna see what I do every single day. I listen to these affirmations.
Why am I hearing him? Oh, because he's connected to my car. Connected to your car, Daddy. I don't know what you see.
Can you hear me? Hello?
How do you disconnect? Hold on, sorry. I think he's connected to my car.
Oh, you
Hey,
connected to the car, bro. Oh, could you disconnect them?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah, yeah. Mrs.
I just had
Barhart
anxiety.
said you was connected to the car, bro. That's what happened.
Oh. Oh wow.
You gotta turn your Bluetooth off, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was in the wow. See, that just caused me anxiety right there, right? That little change in the influx of the show just caused me anxiety. I started stressing, right? Because we shoot for perfection here, best we can with that
Right.
technology that we have. And I'm outside in the car, and I'm like, I can't hear my man Mel.
Right. All right. So yeah, the positive affirmation. That's how I've been dealing with anxiety. We're actually gonna do a positive affirmation meditation on our podcast today. I got an app It is called Affirm It.
Okay.
And it really like has been changing the game for me, bro. As far as like the anxiety, like a couple of days ago, I was trying to work out some of our financial challenges. You see the way I just said that, bro? That's even new
Yeah.
right there, bro. I
Yep.
used to be way more negative than that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Financial challenges I'm overcoming right now. You feel me?
Yep.
And I was trying to get like a line of credit and stuff like that. And of course, it was like, nah, we're not doing that. I mean, I got great credit, but the debt to income ratio a little funny. You feel me? A little funny with the debt to income ratio. You feel me? So they said no, and it did not affect me in the capacity that it used to, bro.
Okay.
Like before, that would have like crushed my day, and then all I would have been thinking about is the financial challenges for the rest of the day. It affected like what I did, the phone calls I would have made to my customers, or to try to build referral partnership and relationships with them. And I'm like, I can handle this. And the reason why I can handle this is because I know that I work hard.
Right.
I know that I am a good business owner.
You are.
I know that I'm a great husband.
You are.
I know that I'm a great friend.
You are.
I know that I'm a great cousin.
Right.
I know that things will work out for me if I continue to do the work.
Right.
And it actually brought me peace, bro.
That's good.
I wouldn't sleep, bro. There'd be days where I would not sleep because of this anxiety, bro.
Right.
I would be up to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, stressing and worrying about stuff really that I can't control.
Hey, so I have a saying. My saying is control the controllables. Control the controllables. Stuff you can control. Control. If you can't control it, you gotta let it go.
Right. You gotta let it go, man.
You gotta let it go. So, and another thing I learned when I saw my therapist is that she told me that stuff will happen in life that you can't control, right?
Mm-hmm.
She said the more you ponder on it, the worse it's going to get. But she said once you come up with a way to handle it, come up with a solution with it, then it makes it better and easier for you.
Right.
So I think that's changed that negative to a positive, no matter whether it's dealing with a client or a loan or a spouse or our kids. Try to make that negative to a positive the best you can. I see one of my guys, Greg, is on here. He's a firefighter.
Right.
Firefighter is probably one of the most stressful jobs you can have because you have to go in a place that's burning,
right,
or possibly save somebody's life.
You ain't lying about
That's
that.
stressful. His anxiety got to be like on 10,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Greg's been doing for so long, he's very good at it that he takes that negative to a positive and does a very good job at it. And that's I think that's my theme. Your theme is that negativity is not going to be our lifestyle. It's going to be positive. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep doing that. As a black business owner, it's hard for me to get loans right now. You know what I mean? They say credit's good. I've been in business for 4 years. Every year we clean over 100,000 as a cleaning company. I think that's great on the scale that we on. They still tell me no.
Yeah, what's crazy, right? I read a study and I was talking to my realtor about this, and I gotta find it. I'm gonna get her to send it to me. I don't like saying stuff without citing the sources, of course. But I definitely can believe it because I've tried to get loans as well and been denied, even with great credit, even with cash in the bank. And they said that blacks business owners that should have qualified, albeit anything other than race, right? They had 750 plus credit score and 200 plus thousand in the bank, was still denied loans.
Why is that?
I don't know, bro. I don't know, yo. It just sounds crazy. Like I'm like, yo, you guys send me the article because at first I was like, the capital is more important than the credit. You got credit, but you got 200 grand in the bank. You're gonna get a loan for a house. You feel me? But if you got great credit and got no money in the bank, you're not gonna get approved. She like, no, I'm telling you, these people had great credit and money in the bank and still couldn't get no loans. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro. So the anxiety and the stress is crazy, bro. Like 60% of like all new businesses fail, bro.
Right. It's not because of the business model. It's not because of how they execute themselves as a business owner. It's because you can't get the financing.
No money.
No financing.
Income and capacity cripples all businesses.
Yes. So, so,
Income capacity, bro.
so think about this. Then let's go all the way back to high school, right? So you have to perform better in sports to get scholarships, right?
And you got to get better grades.
Better grades in school as well, which is very hard. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? And then you have to have a support system behind you,
Uh-huh.
right? So most African American families, a lot of them have never been to college,
Right.
right? So how can you motivate your child to do good in sports and in the classroom to get a chance to go to college for free?
Well, you get them that professional help they need. And that's why we're doing our podcast, bro.
Hey, so look, my man just put a post on it. He said, NFL players with millions get denied in Arizona also. So not only like the common people like me and you said NFL players with millions are still getting denied.
God.
Man,
That's
that's
what we're
tough.
talking about, you know?
That's tough.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? This I don't have the site source, but I know this one to be true because I did look at the actual articles before. This was a few years ago. A college professor created two identical resumes, and the only difference in the two resumes was the name. So in a name like mine, you know, I got a unisex name, Charmel,
Right,
and he had a name like you, which would be like Joseph, right?
right.
The one with the corporate or majority name sounding name got
Right.
80% more hits, bro,
I believe it.
for the identical resume.
I believe it.
That's amazing, man.
I believe it.
That's amazing. It just shows you like we deal with all these stuff as black men and we just not talking about it. So if you don't talk about it and you don't have platforms like this where you can discuss and talk about these challenges, there's not going to be a way that we can come up with solutions to how to get over these and to fight this because it's ridiculous, bro. And this causes extreme anxiety, bro. I remember when like, you know, I was trying to get a promotion at the Verizon store. I felt like I was doing well. I was like top 2 in sales for the phones. And they went and brought an outside guy.
Right.
He couldn't even sell nothing.
Right. Right.
He wasn't a brother. I'm
Right.
like, at least they could have brought another brother. Now, mind you, all of us, when the store was kicking, all the salespeople were brothers.
Right.
There was 5 of us. And they didn't make not one of us the manager, but we was one of the top producing stores in the entire company.
Well, let's take it to another level. NFL coaches, head coaches, they had to create an actual rule to say that they at least have to get an interview for the
God,
job.
he at least got to get an interview, bro.
Right. So they had to create a rule, the Rooney Rule, to say you have to at least interview one African American coach.
And
Like,
then they go pick the scrubbest of African American coaches. What somebody tried to
man, the Giants just hired a wide receiver coach, never been a head coach or OC ever in his life. A wide receiver coach. Are you serious?
Yeah.
We got 10 African American coaches right now who used to be head coaches before in the league, and they can't get an interview.
They can't get an interview or nothing, yo. The
You
only
hired,
one they tried to interview was Marvin Lewis. Somebody tried to give him and it was a fake interview. You see, what they do is they'll do what they need to for the rule, but they was never giving Marvin Lewis a chance. You know, Marvin Lewis, the record is terrible. You know what I mean? So they're like, all right, we go ahead and interview him. We can just go ahead and skate out of this and not do it. You know, they crazy, dog.
right.
You know, even the Giants, bro. The Giants, I'm a Giants fan. They just go get somebody nobody ever even heard of before.
A wide receiver coach?
Really? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And that, like, we deal with so much on an anxiety level. And it's like, if we're not talking about it. And we're not coming up with those solutions on how we're going to make things differently. Because I personally believe all the black players should just start their own NFL and their own NBA. What are they going to do?
My wife's she's very smart. She said, Joe, it starts from college. If all African American males go to all HBCUs, it'll be no NCAA. You know what I mean? Because everybody, like, we're the talent. You know what I mean? I mean, if you look at all the major D5 schools, top 5 schools, majority of players are African Americans. You know what I'm saying? That make it happen. Make these schools money.
Right.
Then you take it from there to the NFL. It's the same thing. The same thing. They say, I read a report on ESPN. They say if more players was a protest about the fact that black coaches not getting interviewed, it would change the dynamic of everything. You know? Anxiety, bro, it's everywhere. It's
It's crazy,
everywhere.
bro. It's like when I was a cop. I was Baltimore City Police. Nearly all the officers I worked with was black, and the majority of the sergeants or my sergeants were white. And I'm like, how can you have like a majority black department without a lot of black leadership? Now they do good with the head. Normally is black, like the commissioner and stuff.
Right.
Well, they do good with that and the face of it. You know, you just got to keep fighting for that, man. I'm like, yo, if the department is majority black, I should have majority black, you know, supervisors.
Right. Somebody can relate to. You know, and it's funny. I was doing my research, on anxiety to prepare for the show, and I got a report from Dr. Angela Neal Barnett, and she said when you go to a therapist that's not African American, you should ask this one question, right? 3 questions. Have you ever treated an African American with anxiety disorder? It says, I'm concerned that you may not understand my issues concerning being African American, male or female, with anxiety. Do you feel you can help me with this? Then the last one says, have you ever been trained in multicultural issues? So not only like is anxiety is a big issue, but now therapists have to be trained on how to deal with multicultural issues to relate to them. If I cannot relate to you one to one, it's hard for me to help you.
Mm-hmm.
All I can do is assume.
Right.
You know what they say about assumption. We ain't gonna say the word on here because it's G rated.
Right.
But you know what I mean. So it's funny that also in almost every field of work, like when I worked at Capital One, they brought in a team to make our company multicultural acceptable, right? I said, what does that mean? So they said basically they have to have, like, let's say it's 1,000 people. We have to make up a certain percentage of that 1,000 people as African Americans to make it balanced, so it'd be socially accepted in society. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So for me, that caused anxiety for me because now I know when I go to interview for this job, are they gonna get to me because I'm black or because actually I deserve the job?
Right.
You know?
And it's crazy because if they didn't do that bare minimum of stuff, they wouldn't hire no black folks.
Right.
So the law was put in place because without it, they wasn't hiring nobody.
Right. Right. And it's sad that we have to go through so much as African American men, from the stresses of the streets to be that, like you said before, you gotta be that man's man. You can't cry, show anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Because that shows weakness. So we can't be weak as a man, right? And then you go to the job place with so much stress there, and then you come outside, your family struggling. You're outside your family, your aunts and uncles, they're struggling. Like we have so much on us that it's hard to just have a positive day because there's so much coming at us. You know what I mean? You get pulled over by the police, you're automatically stressed. Your hands are in the air. You know what I mean? You cut your car, your keys on the dashboard, and you gotta tell like that's out because you're afraid you might get shot.
Right.
You go to a high end store like Louis Vuitton, dress with some jeans on a t-shirt, they follow you around.
Right.
You can't even shop in peace. It's crazy. They used to say back in the day, like you go to the Asian store, you touch, you buy, you break, you buy. You say it to everybody? Why it gotta be me?
Right. I tell you a short story. So one of my friends, because I'm friends with everybody, man. It don't matter what background or religion or ethnicity they are. So I was talking to one of my friends, and we was getting some stuff to go ahead and play beer pong at my crib.
Right.
And we bought ping pong balls and like the little party cups. So when we got to the counter, the lady was like, "Do you want a bag with your items?" I was like, "Yeah." And my boy was like, "You don't need no bag, bro." I was like, "Look, man, I can't walk out of this store with stuff in my hand without being stopped."
Right.
He's like, "No, man, that's not true, bro. That's not true." And people just don't get it, bro. This is stuff happening to us, yo. You walk out the store with stuff in your hand. Can I see your receipt?
Right. Right. Like we have to live our life a whole lot different than everybody else, bro.
Can I see your receipt?
Right.
Hey, you got a receipt? It'd be like the smallest stuff, little ping pong balls. I'm like, yo, that's how. And then just to have to grow up, like, and I thought about it, like, afterwards, I was like, yo, that's kind of like amazing. Like, he doesn't worry about stuff like this.
Right.
It never even crosses his mind to ask for a bag because he's going to be stopped for no reason. Think about that, bro. And I'm just like, yo, it caused me a lot of stress because I was like, am I feeding into stuff too much? Like, is he right? Like, would I have been stopped if I walked out with the stuff in my hand? Like, it made me second guess, like, if what he was saying was true or not. I'm like, yo, but this is what I've been taught. This is what my parents is teaching me. You know, always ask for a bag. You know what I mean? Don't walk in the store with your hood up.
Keep your hands out your pockets.
Right. It's crazy. Like, why do I have to live to like these conformed things that other people don't even have to think about? And then I gotta like be like worrying about stuff like that. Oh, if a cop stop you, roll the window all the way down, all four windows, all the way down, and have your hands on the steering wheel.
Right.
I'm like, yo, like, why? I just like we gotta have like our own little survivor kit guide, just for basic life.
Just to walk out the house. I think only place I've never experienced anything outside of the norm was when I was in the military. Right? Now, granted, I went in the military in the 90s, so I experienced stuff that my dad experienced in the 70s or before. So, Tuskegee Airmen, we thank God for them as well. But I felt sometimes it was hard for me to progress as a soldier because of my color of my skin, right? But you really didn't feel it, but you felt it. It wasn't very prevalent that say, "Hey, you shouldn't be doing that because you're black." You know what I mean? So, excuse me for coughing there. It's just, I know it sucks. To be honest with you, it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Being a black man, struggling with anxiety or dealing with anxiety, like it's a double compound on us, man.
Right.
Double compound, and it's not fair.
Right.
It's not fair. You know what I mean? I wish it was equal.
Yeah. I think that subconsciously we also like we see these roadblocks before they even happen to us. And sometimes we don't take that leap, and our anxiety prevents us from applying for that executive position. It prevents us from applying to be the captain of the police department or something like it. It takes a strong will to just keep doing it. Like it took my old neighbor in Delaware 4 times to become a state trooper. Wow. Guy had a degree. He was jacked, can do all these push-ups. He like, I don't know why it took 4 times. But it takes that grit and determination to just keep going after what you want, regardless of getting told no. Like you just gotta keep doing it, bro. To apply for the state police 4 times, bro. 4 times.
Yeah.
And he qualified the first time.
Right.
So 4 times he had to apply before he got in, bro. And he's jacked, fit, college degree. Why the man can't be a state trooper, bro? Why? On the first time. Why? And then like I'd be like, is it because he black or was he just messing up during an interview? Or you just never really know until you be reading the statistics to back up that we really don't get a fair shake in a lot of stuff. And like it's like if with the statistics wasn't there, people tell you, just pick yourself up by your own bootstraps and deal with it. And what people always say when they want to diminish your concerns is, well, my family didn't have money either. I had to start from the bottom as well.
Right.
You know how many times I done heard that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, is that true? Like, do they still, even though they may have been poor also, is being poor and white still give you a bigger advantage to being poor and black? Are you still seen differently if you're poor and white versus poor and black?
I don't know. And this is the question I have for everybody else. How do you deal with your anxiety? Right? Y'all can send us some messages on Facebook. Y'all can call in. We want to know how y'all deal with it. We know how we deal with it. We want to hear back from you guys. Like, how do y'all deal with anxiety? And I would say this as well. If you're dealing with any type of mental health issues, me and Shamel, we're not psychiatrists or doctors, anything like that. we're two brothers who want to get everybody some assistance. But please go get some professional help. Please go see a therapist. Go see somebody in the mental health field to get you some assistance. I thank God for me being married to a therapist. You know what I mean? It helps out sometimes, but sometimes you can't tell your wife everything. You
Right,
know?
right.
So that's our biggest point though. We want everybody to get help. You know, we can overcome this. Also, too, have some people in your life that you can lean on.
Mm-hmm.
I see my man Greg. So Greg's my guy from back in Lynchburg. We
Okay.
about the same height. You know what I mean? So we have vertical challenges. You know what I
Right.
mean? But Greg is a guy who's like, I like him because he's very thorough, very professional, and he doesn't let nothing stop him. And he used to be my motivator. He's younger than me, but he's my
Right.
motivator when we was in Lynchburg because I saw Greg overcome a lot. You know,
Hmm.
and he's a firefighter. So in the firefighter field in a small city and southwest area of Virginia, it's hard.
Right.
It's hard. You know what I mean? But he's excelling. You know, him and another one of my guys out there, they're excelling. They're doing very, very well out there. You know, and I just feel as though we need to bond together. But also too, like I said, we got to get help. We got to get help. We got to get that mental health assessments. If you're religious, you know what I'm saying, some people believe in praying to their higher power, whether it's God or Allah or Mother Teresa. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to ask for help. You know what I mean? No matter what topic we're talking about, we always inform you like, please get some assistance. Please. We cannot do it by ourselves. No matter how thorough we think we are, how educated we are, we cannot get it done by ourselves on no levels. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's our strong point. Like, we're not therapists. We're here to talk to you and enlighten you about situations and make life a little bit funner. As
Yeah.
we talk about mental health issues, you know what I mean? But it's tough. It's tough. We all experience them. Just
Yep.
saying, we have more people affected by them than others,
Right.
which is that's crazy.
So, guys, please, you can call in anytime during the show, 302-584-3287. That's 302-584-3287. We love to hear your feedback. We love to see your comments. Please also share. We're going to be doing this every Saturday from 9 to 10. Share, get other people to view. Us as black men, like, we need these talks.
Yeah.
We need them, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know how many black people were dealing with the same stuff that I deal with until I started talking to them, bro.
Right.
And let me tell you this, bro. It's time for my favorite part of the show, bro. We actually going to affirm right now with all our viewers that we're going to counteract this anxiety, bro.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and do this anxiety affirmations.
Okay. Also, to everybody, we're on Instagram as well, and we're on YouTube. So we have multiple platforms to follow us on.
Take a moment for yourself and take a deep breath. If you're feeling anxious or stressed, ask yourself if it's really necessary. Allow yourself to grow and move forward. Remember, you are always in control of the way you feel, and the way you feel will dictate your reality. Now, repeat after me or simply listen and let your mind absorb these new beliefs. The more you recite and listen, the more you will relax and relieve yourself from the feelings of anxiety. I am so grateful that I am alive and breathing.
I am so grateful that I'm alive and breathing.
I let go of all thoughts that do not serve me.
I let go of all thoughts that do not serve me.
I am worthy.
I am worthy.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am valuable.
I am valuable.
I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I am grateful for everything that I have experienced.
I am grateful for everything that I have experienced.
My past does not define me. My past equips me with everything I need to know for my future.
My past does not define me. My past equips me for everything I need to know about my future.
The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come.
I am always on the right path.
I am always on the right path.
I know that no matter what, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
I know that no matter what, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Instead of focusing on the struggle, I choose to focus on the lesson.
Instead of focusing on the struggle, I choose to focus on the lesson.
I trust that all my experiences are bringing me to my highest self.
I trust that all my experiences are bringing me to my higher self.
I surrender to the process.
I surrender to the process.
I allow myself to heal.
I allow myself to heal.
I understand that it's okay to feel different emotions.
I understand that it's okay to feel different emotions.
I allow myself to grow.
I allow myself to grow.
I allow myself to transform out of this feeling.
I allow myself to transform out of this feeling.
I let go of all habits that do not serve me.
I let go of all habits that do not serve me.
I release the need to control.
I release the need to control.
I choose to feel calm.
I choose to feel calm.
My mind is my center of love.
My mind is my center of love.
I am in alignment with my true self.
I am in alignment with my true self.
I inhale strength and exhale worry.
I inhale strength and exhale worry.
It is safe for me to heal, grow, and evolve.
It is safe for me to heal, grow, and evolve.
Everything is unfolding in exactly the way it's supposed to.
Everything is unfolding in exactly the way that it's supposed to.
My mind is filled with thoughts of love and compassion.
My mind is filled with thoughts of love and compassion.
I am capable of moving out of this feeling.
I am capable of moving out of this feeling.
I am worthy of feeling good, free, and happy.
I am worthy of feeling good, free, and happy.
I allow myself to feel loved.
I allow myself to feel loved.
I am safe right here and right now.
I am safe right here and right now.
So we thank you for that right there. And that's a way of getting some assistance with dealing with mental health issues. So Charmel uses that app right there to give them affirmation to help them make it through. We challenge you guys to find some kind of way to break that narrative for you. Whether it's exercising, whether it's taking a walk in the park, or whether you sit on a mountain and just meditate. Find a way to release that stress and that anxiety from yourself to overcome. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, once again, if you need some help, please get some help. I ride bicycles. And then riding down here in the country in Delaware, you know, I can ride 15 miles. I come back home, I feel like I'm Superman.
Right.
You know what I mean? So find an outlet for yourself to relieve that stress, to relieve, just take your way. Just take your way.
So,
go ahead.
So Joe, we have a comment from Ahmed. It says, I first experienced anxiety in 2010. I was driving, I was approaching a speed camera, and I felt anxiety kicking. The next time was on Valentine's Day that year. It was more severe that time. I was at a family gathering with my ex and her girlfriend's family. I had already been dealing with depression for years, so I went to my therapist. Over the years, I've used exercise and changing my diet to vegetarian vegan has helped me tremendously. So we thank you, Ahmed, for
giving
a comment. We definitely appreciate that. Yeah, man, healthy diet, exercising, all that works with anxiety and depression.
It does.
The affirmations, the reason why I'm big on the affirmation is because negative affirmations work, and we know it works. Yeah. So I grew up in a household being called stupid and dumb every day, and I felt stupid and dumb. Right. I felt like I couldn't make smart, sound decisions, even as a business owner. Right. I felt like I wasn't really, I didn't really deserve to have my own State Farm agency. I didn't really deserve to run my own business. I wasn't smart enough. I couldn't figure it out. And the more and more challenges happened to me with that business, the more and more that narrative became true in my mind. Right. That I was not a good business owner. that I wasn't smart enough to do it, that I couldn't run a team, I couldn't manage my business expenses, I couldn't get loans, I couldn't grow. And the more and more that things didn't work out in the capacity that I wanted it to, the more that those negative affirmations began to ruin my life.
Right.
And when I say ruin, I mean like to the point where I felt like a failure at everything. I felt like a failure at home, and I felt like a failure as a business owner, as a man, and I felt like I couldn't do anything right. So if we know that works, and it works to a T,
Right.
and it's working for some of y'all, then we know positive affirmations work. And for the last 4 days, I haven't used depression medication because when I drive, I listen to positive affirmations. I say this stuff to myself every single day. The first time I said it, like it made me want to cry just to even tell myself that I love myself. There's a self-love affirmation I do daily, bro. Just saying it like made me emotional to tell myself that I love myself, because those are feelings that I didn't feel. It was just a couple of months ago where I was telling close friends and family I hated myself and I hated my life.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's one word that I use a lot now that I didn't use when I was growing up, and that's the word love. Right? Of course, I tell my wife I love her and my children I love them. But be able to tell one of my friends, my brothers, my guy Maurice on here, my guy from church. You know what I mean? When he sees me, bro, I'll make it happy because I see my man. But he always say, "Joe, I love you, bro," or "Brother Bone, I love you." You know what I mean? That L word, that big L, can change the whole dynamic of the morning, the day, the afternoon, anything, because you don't know what somebody's going through. But you're able to show that person that you love them, and you tell them you love them, and they can feel it. It changes the world, man. Change the world. I tell everybody I love them, even people I don't even know. You know what I mean? When we engage in conversation, love you, man. Have a good day. You know what I mean?
That's big, bro. To a stranger?
To a stranger.
God, they probably be like, "Oh, what you mean you love me?"
And because I want everybody to be successful in life. No matter what you build Lego castles, you're a lawyer, you know what I'm saying? You do public service, you're a teacher. I want everybody to be positive. I tell my kids at school, I'm a gym teacher as well. I tell my kids, yo, I love y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? On Friday, I make sure I tell them, look, have a great weekend. You know what I mean? I always try to tell them something positive to keep their mind going. They doing for a lot. I got kids who parents are separating and they don't know how to deal with it. You got kids who live their grandparents wondering where their mom and dad is. We just had a breakfast, you know what I'm saying, for families, and it's like only person can come is my grandmother. The anxiety on the kids at a young age is not healthy.
Right.
It's not healthy.
And my wife is also a teacher, and they expect her to be like a mini therapist. And they have I forget what she called those equity meetings. For the teachers to kind of learn how to deal with challenged African American students.
Right.
And it's sad, like some of the stuff that she comes back with me and tells me that the other teachers that are not really familiar with our culture and the stuff that the Black students are going through, the stuff that they are bringing to these meetings and the stuff that they're saying is absolutely fascinating. The lack of misinformation. And I just be thinking like, do we really want people that's this out of touch with our culture and the things that we deal with teaching our kids? Like, are they really willing to put in the effort to see our success if they can't relate? They got to do equity meetings and then make it awkward in a meeting with my wife, and everybody's looking at her because she's like one of like a few Black teachers, and then they want to look at her like, you gotta help us. It's pretty crazy, man. Like as a young kid, like these kids go through a lot, bro.
They do.
Like at her school. Like some of them.
Did you put that kid? I forgot what city said that he's a high school senior. He's not allowed to graduate because his hair length is beyond the hair length that's approved by the school board. So they told him that he cannot graduate unless he cuts his hair.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. Like,
are you serious? Not crazy. Because I got bad grades, because I got good grades. I earned the right to graduate because of the length of my hair. That's mine. I can't graduate.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what anxiety he's going through right now?
Yeah. He's actually getting ready to, sue the school, bro.
Well, he got the help from a couple of athletes as well, who support him, and they told him they got his back. But why we got to do this? This is high school. My head should not dictate whether I can graduate or not.
Right. It's crazy. We got another comment from Ahmed. Thanks again for commenting, bro, and sticking with us. We really do appreciate it. He said, I've been working in schools for the past 14 years. I've seen everything you brothers are talking about. It's heavy. It's the truth, man. And then, when see, this is what we have to get to, like, as black men and as not just black men and women alike. We have to get to the point where conversations like this, podcasts like this, is watched the way we watch Power and other stuff like that, right? Because these conversations is what's going to affect the change. Because when we share these conversations to people that don't look like us, we're not getting the change we want. So we need to talk amongst ourselves in these environments to start to create this change. We need our celebrities, our actors to get in on this. Like, if LeBron James hopped on my podcast, it'd be 450,000 views on this joint. You feel me? You know what I mean? So this is the kind of impact that we can reach out and get help for, so that we have a bigger platform, because this stuff is affecting every black man and woman alike, and ain't nobody talking about it. And we don't got the help, and we don't got the platform. We don't got the avenue. There's no TV show that's talking about mental health amongst black people. No. None. There's nothing, bro. All I see on Facebook is booty shakes, fights, you know what I mean, sports, and nothing about the stuff that we can truly build from and benefit. First, sound mind, then sound investments, then growing community, right? But we can't do these things without the mind, bro. The mind is the most important thing for us to inflict any change. And we deal with all of this stuff, bro. All of this. Every black person I know, stressed financially, bill-wise, mentally,
right?
All this other stuff, and we don't have a platform. We don't have an area that we can get together and talk about these things, hold each other accountable to being more positive, and then building off of it and building together, bro.
So look, Greg just put a comment on it. He says, there's a truth we have to hold on to. For me, that's the Bible. It says Bible, God's word. He said, I accept the truth in the verses, the lies over others tell me, and the lies I tell myself. He said, we definitely have to stand up, support each other wherever we are. You know what I mean? And that's very key right there. That, he's fighting these commentaries that people make about us. You know what I mean? I remember I lived in Germany, and I remember they said that black folks, when it came dark, we grew tails. Right? I'm like, what you talk about? We grow tails. We're not no animals. It's those type of things that are embedded into the youth as they grow up, that when they get older, they repeat that. They recycle it, that ignorance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, it's just like Greg said, we got to stand up. You know what I mean? He says, he says sound mind and sound investments. We have to do. It's sad we got to do more, but guess what? I'm encouraged to do more. You know what I'm saying? If my family could be stress free financially, I could be a stress free business owner. I could be a stress free friend. You know what I'm saying? I can support you because I got the money. To where you get the money and you support somebody else, why not? You know what I mean? I'm encouraging that challenge. You know what I mean? Do I like it? I do not like it. But guess what, though? It's here. I'm not going to run from it. I embrace it. And I challenge every black man that hears this or hears this show, every black woman that hears this or watches the show as well, accept the challenge, and let's make sure our circle around us embrace the challenge as well. And we're going to fight this. We're going to make these changes.
And you know what's crazy, bro? Just over the last couple of days, and guys, we got about 10 minutes left. Please call in 302-584-3287. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. If y'all can call in, please like the As a Black Man podcast. Subscribe to our YouTube account. You can go back and rewatch this podcast. We definitely appreciate the support, and we're looking for this thing to grow. just the last like 4 days that I've been really doing this positive affirmation stuff, I've been telling everybody about it, bro.
Right.
And that's the kind of thing that we need to do. Like when we have something, like I told you, I called you last night and I'm like, yo, Barnhart, like I want to add positive affirmations to every show. That's how much of an impact it's had over my life. Like I want other people to tell themselves they love themselves. I want other people to claim financial abundance because we hear so much negative stuff all the time. And if we start that narrative about ourselves, bro, there's nothing we can't do, bro. We become our own bank. Instead of going to Wells Fargo, we need to connect with these celebrities and grow and let them finance us. We need to have our own banks, bro.
Yeah. You need to,
that's what other cultures are doing. They save up money with collectively between groups, and then they keep growing there. Collective, bro.
Right.
Collective. We got all these celebrities that's dealing with the same mental health stuff, bro. Look at your boy AB, bro. He's bugging.
Wow, like that's another conversation right there.
You ain't lying. You feel me? So we got all of these athletes that deal with the same exact stuff. They human beings just like us. We got all of these celebrities. We got all of these rich people. We need to open our own banks. And then we don't got to worry about going to Wells Fargo and getting denied when you have credit. See, if the LeBron James knew you had 200,000 in the bank and 750 credit score, and he gave you a loan and you can actually afford to pay it back, now we're starting to get to that level at which we don't need everybody else. Like I heard the great Malcolm X say, we need to separate, give us our own state. Everybody thought he was crazy, but that's what other cultures are doing. They separate, bro. Everything is done in-house. Everything is kept in-house. All the issues.
Well, here's the thing. We had it. We had Black Wall Street.
We did.
We had Black, and it was doing very well. But the others, fellas, though, they went in on it, so they decided to destruct it.
Yes.
We need it back.
We need it back, bro.
We need it back. And I support all Black businesses. You know what I mean? I buy my clothes. I buy no more Ralph Lauren. I buy none of the other name brands. I buy all my clothes I wear now are Black owned. You know, I try to keep all my business. My lawyer's Black. My dentist is Black. My chiropractor is Black. You know, almost all my medical staff is Black. You know what I mean? My hair's done by a Black person. You know what I mean? Like I try to keep everything in house because if we don't support each other, who will?
You know That's true.
Who will? You have a Black business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we gotta support each other. Like I said, we gotta be there for each other. And look, also too, in the near future, we want to have some of our guests on. You know, we want to talk to some educators. We want to talk to some civil service people. We want to talk to some doctors. We want everybody on the show besides, you know, just our two beautiful faces on here. You know what I mean? Right. No, I'm fine looking at myself. You know, I'm not pretty boy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But we'll start inviting more people to the show to hear their thoughts on the topics that we have. Because we want this to be more about the Black men becoming stronger, dealing with mental health issues. Bro, like I said, we on here every Saturday from the hours of 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like join us. We want to hear from you. You know, we love the comments. We want you guys to call in. Whatever you gotta do for us to make this platform better and stronger, to make our Black men more successful, let's do it.
You ain't lying about that, bro. And I say this every time, bro. Black people is extremely successful.
Right.
Think about how much more we could be successful if we talked about mental health and worked on building each other up and being more positive.
Right.
We take over, man. And that's what the mission is.
You know that theory they say, you know, Black folks are like the crabs in the bucket. You know, one try to pull them down. Nah, we tilting that bucket over, baby. We all running. You know what I'm saying? We run out that bucket. You're not cooking me today, baby.
Right. So I challenge you guys with this, man. It's time for Black men that we stay in our ground. We speak our truth. We go after what we want, regardless of the pain we've been through.
Right.
We quit for no one and inspire others to be themselves, to become greater. We owe it to ourselves as Black men. I love you guys. I love you, Barnhart. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I knew you were trying to add that in there, bro.
That baby, today I die. Yes, sir.
All right, yo. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see y'all with this, though. I got another affirmant that just popped up. It said, I receive increasing amounts of money every day. Woo! I had to say it to y'all because it just popped up. All right, people.
Peace,
I
love, and
love
happiness,
y'all.
people.
We'll see y'all next week.
Yes, sir.